Welcome to your Snackable yoga practice. Your practice today will be anywhere from 30 to 35 minutes. We'll be connecting our breath to our body, building some strength, and doing some fun transitions. Go ahead, grab your mat, and let's get started. Making your way down to a child's pose, coming down to your knees, take your time. Your knees might land a little wider than your body, sit bones towards your heels, reaching towards the front of the mat. If knees wide doesn't feel quite right in your body, you can always bring your knees under your stomach. We'll land here, centering ourselves in our breath. Get comfy for a few breaths here. Take a nice big inhale, fill up the body. And let it go. Landing here. Using your mind's eye, imagining closing your laptop, shutting down your phone. You have nowhere to be but here with your breath, your body. We'll take another breath here, nice big full inhale, fill up the body. And let it go, melting your heart into the mat, bringing your awareness to the center of the body. And take another breath here, nice big full inhale, fill up. And let it go. It's a good time to connect with an intention or maybe a goal that you have with your practice. Take a moment here. One more breath together to start your practice. Nice big full inhale, fill up the body. And let it go. Gently make your way to a tabletop position, pushing through your hands, checking that your shoulders are over your wrists, knees under your hips. Finding your cow on your next inhale, fill up the body, tummy low, heart forward. And on your exhale, pushing, rounding the spine into cat. Inhale brings you to cow. Take your time, warming up the spine. Exhale to cat, pushing through your hands, rounding the spine. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Couple more at your own pace. Being curious with every cat, can the spine get a little higher? With your cow, can your tummy get a little lower, heart more open? Two more. It's not a race. One more. Back to a neutral spine. Take your time. You can wiggle out anything that might have shown up. And when you're ready, tuck your toes. Take a nice big inhale, fill up. And on your exhale, lift your knees, push back into your down dog. It's your first one. Take your time. Let it land. You can pedal it out. Knowing that your posture can change, so you can go wide with your down dog with your feet. You can go narrow with your down dog. You can bring your feet a little closer with your down dog. Find what feels good. Take a couple breaths here. Spread your fingers wide. And we're going to prepare for a sun salutation. Gently walk your feet towards your hands. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Knees bent, hips high. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, extended mountain all the way up. Take your time. Bring your hands to the side body. Roll your shoulders, let it go. Inhale, extended mountain, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, take your time. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands, walk, step, or hop back for your high plank. Inhale and push through your hands, energize. Exhale, low plank, take your time. Up dog, low cobra on your inhale. And on your exhale, tuck your toes, lift your knees, push back into down dog. Take your time. Walk your hands to your feet. Forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, extended mountain all the way to the top. Exhale, forward fold. Take your time. Inhale, half lift, flat back. On your exhale, walk your hands to the top of the mat. Find your high plank. Inhale, energize, push through your hands. Exhale, low plank all the way down. Up dog, low cobra on your inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your knees. Back to down dog. You're doing great. Walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Walk, step, or hop back. Find your high plank. Inhale at the top. Exhale, low plank. Chaturanga. Up dog, low cobra on your inhale. Finding down dog on your exhale. It's your last one. Pedal it out. Walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, let it go. We'll hang out here for a moment in our forward fold. You can rock from side to side. Take as much bend in your knees as you need. You can grab opposite elbows. When you're ready, release your elbows, come all the way up on that next inhale, roll your shoulders. Going to prepare you for standing wind reliever. Placing the weight of your body in your left foot, hands on your hips, bring your right knee in line with your hip. Interlace your fingers around the knee. Find some steadiness here. Embrace the wiggles. You may not do this very often, so they like to show up. Keep breathing. We're gonna do a little transition here. So keeping your right hand on your knee, bring your left hand to your hip. Bend a little bit into your left knee so that you can step your right foot back to a high lunge. Bring both hands to your hips. Feeling strong in your high lunge. Embrace the wiggles. You can adjust your feet if you need them a little wider, a little narrower. We're gonna do another transition here. Raise your hands above your head and pivot your back foot down. Find your warrior two. So long, strong warrior with your arms. You can see your nail beds on your front hand, nail beds on your back hand. Reaching, keep breathing. Checking your alignment on that front foot. You should only see your big toe peeking through on the inside of that front knee. Back glute is on, pushing your back leg through the mat. 2 more breaths. Bring your hands to your hips and bring your back foot in about a foot. So hop up a little bit so that you're in a smaller stance. Pivot that back foot into that runner's lunge. So we've got a smaller lunge. You might feel a little more confident with this shape. Steady yourself here with breath. Now this transition is going to take a little bit of funky work. So placing a little bit more of your weight into that left foot so that you can get your back foot onto the top of that foot. And on your next inhale, bring that knee, that right knee back in line with your hip where we began in standing wind reliever. Settle in for a couple more breaths. If you didn't make it on the first try, that's okay. You can always do it again. And pause and rewind your video as much as you want. One more breath. And let it go on that side. Bring the foot down, walk it out. Now we're going to do the other side. So bring your weight, bring your hands to your hips, and bring the weight into your right foot. Bring the left knee in line with your hip. Interlace your fingers around that left knee. Shoulders are soft, jaw is soft. Embrace the wiggles. You might have a little bit of bend in that right knee, so you have a bit of movement, nothing's locked out. Here comes your movement. Right hand goes to the hip. Right knee bends a little bit so that left foot can step back into your high lunge position. So bring both hands to your hips. Adjust as you need. Might have to go a little wide. Here comes your next transition. Bring your hands above your head and pivot that back foot down and find your warrior two. Nice long, strong shoulders. Checking for nail beds on the front hand, nail beds on the back hand. I can only see a big toe on the inside of my front knee. Back glute is on. Stay for the breath. One side's always a little more difficult than the other. Just means that side doesn't do it very often. So. Bring your hands to your hips. Bring that back foot in about a foot. Pivot onto your back toes so you're in that smaller runner lunge. Here comes your challenge, putting your weight into that front foot so that you can flip onto the top of your back foot Inhale, bring that knee all the way up in line with your hip. Interlace your fingers. Settle in for a couple more breaths. And when you're ready, release your left foot down, walk it out. Prepare for a forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain reach for the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold from the hips. Take as much bend in your knees as you need. Now in your forward fold, you want to make toy guns with your hands, so your index and middle finger are together. They're pointing forward, thumb is up. Now place your thumb and index finger on the in between your big toe and second toe. Wrap your fingers around. Have your elbows face towards the outside of the mats. We'll do a couple breaths here. Inhale, fill up the body. Exhale, bring your heart down towards your knees on that exhale. Take a couple breaths here. Gently release the toes. You can sway from side to side. Let anything go that might have shown up. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, walk or step back to find your high plank. Inhale at the top to energize. Push through your hands. Exhale, low plank. Come all the way down to your tummy. Take your time. I'm going to prepare you for locust. Reach your hands towards the back of the room. Your palms might be on the ground. They might be towards the ceiling. Either or are correct. It's just what you have access to. On your next inhale, peel your heart off the mat. And on your exhale, come back down. I'm going to do a couple of these. Inhale, peel the heart off the mat. Exhale, come down. Inhale, peel the heart nice and slow. Come down on your exhale. We'll level it up. On your next inhale, peel your heart, reach your hands to the back of the room. It'll get you a little higher. Exhale brings you down. Inhale, peel the heart, reach the hands. Exhale brings you down. One more. Inhale, peel the heart, reach your hands. Stay up for another breath. And then come down on your exhale. If that's feeling nice and you just want to keep doing those, you can. You can also level up on this next one. Peel your heart on that inhale, reach your hands, lift your feet, and then come down on your exhale. I'm gonna do it again. Inhale, peel your heart, reach your hands, lift your feet. Can you get your heels a little closer together? And then come down. One more time. Inhale, peel the heart, reach your hands, lift your feet, heels together. Inhale gets you higher. And then come down all the way nice and slow. Bring your hands to frame your face. Bring your feet to the ceiling. Windshield wiper from side to side. Let anything go that might have shown up in the hips. Bring the feet back down. Bring your hands in line with your chest. Tense your fingers on the outside of your mat. So now your elbows are poking up towards the ceiling. We're going to do a couple shoulder twists. So on your next inhale, peel your heart off the mat. Exhale guides the right shoulder, right temple down into the mat. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, left side. Take your time. Inhale brings you up. Right side on your exhale. Inhale back up. Left side. Inhale brings you up. and let it go on your exhale. Nice and slow, release the hands. Hands frame the face. Feet towards the ceiling. Couple more windshield wipers. Take your time. Bring your feet back down to the ground. Bring your hands to frame your face and push through your hands to make your way back to child's pose. So however you get there, where we began. Melting into the mat. It's a good time to connect with the goal or the intention that you might have set at the beginning of practice. We'll take a cleansing breath here. Nice full inhale. Fill up the body and let it go. And when you're ready, gently push into your hands and make your way to a tall seat. So bringing your feet to the front of the mat. This is Dandasana. Give your legs a wiggle once they're there. Shake anything out. And we're gonna do a forward fold in Dandasana. And we're gonna do it a little bit more with a bent knee. So placing the heels of your feet into your mat so it lifts your knees off the mat. So there should be about a half a foot to a foot gap. And the intention is we're going to have our tummy land on our thighs. So inhale, reach for the ceiling, extend the spine, and on your exhale, fold from the hips and have your tummy land on your thighs, keeping the spine nice and straight. Keep breathing. Melting your heart with every exhale. Maybe you can reach your feet. Two more breaths. One more breath. If you're holding onto your feet, release your feet. Straighten your legs, bring your hands towards your hips. Wiggle those legs out. And we're gonna come down to our back with one big breath. So I want you to place your feet back into the mat with your knees bent. You're a little closer to your feet now. Your hands, the palms of your hands on the outside of your knees, we're gonna come down with breath. So inhale, fill up the body, lengthen the spine. And on your exhale, slide your hands down your thighs, come all the way down to your back with one exhale. See if you can do it. Your feet are still in the mat, knees towards the ceiling. We'll take a cleansing breath here. Nice big full inhale. And let it go. We'll do a couple windshield wipers with breath with our knees. At center, take a nice big inhale. And on your exhale, guide your knees to the right. Inhale brings them back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale brings you back to center. Exhale to the right. Back to center. To the left. Back to center. And let it go. Nice and slow. If happy baby's in your practice, take happy baby. So bring your feet towards the ceiling. Reach for your feet through the arches on the inside of the leg. Your knees are pointing towards your armpits. Lower back melting towards the mat. We'll stay for a couple breaths here. You can also roll from side to side in happy baby. Giggling happy baby. Whenever you're ready, you can release your feet, bring your feet back down to the mat, and we'll make our way to a Shavasana. So in Shavasana, you can take attentive knees, so your feet will be in the mat, knees towards each other. Or you can bring your feet a little wider than the mat, let them roll to the pinky edge side. Palms can face the ceiling, or maybe you have one on your heart, one on your stomach, as we prepare for Shavasana. Before we get there, we'll send our awareness down to our toes and give them a wiggle and say thank you. Thank you for showing up. Send that awareness to your ankles. Fill them with gratitude. Send that awareness to your knees. Fill them with gratitude. Bring that awareness to your hips. Fill them with gratitude for everything they gave you. Send your awareness to your stomach. Feel it rise. Feel it fall. Full of gratitude. Send your awareness to your heart. Listen to it beat. It beats for you. Fill it with gratitude. Send your awareness to your jaw and find softness. Send that awareness to your shoulders. Fill them with gratitude for the strength they gave you. Send that awareness to your elbows, your wrists, and your fingers. Fill them up with gratitude. We'll take one final breath here. Nice big full inhale. Fill up the body. And let it go. Welcome to Shavasana. And we'll slowly start to wake up the body, starting with the toes. Give them a wiggle. Wiggling the fingers. Take your time. Rocking your head from side to side. No sudden movements. Take your time. Raise your right hand above your head. Rolling over to the right side of your body. And bring your knees in line with your hips. Or take a fetal position here. And we'll land. And whenever you're ready, pushing through your top hand, make your way to a tall seat in the center of your mat. Bringing your hands to heart center, we'll take one final cleansing breath to close your practice. Nice, big, full inhale. Fill up the body. And let it go. I want to send you into the remainder of your day, full of gratitude for showing up for yourself and your practice, carving out time to make way for breath. Namaste.